Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. So I went through the entire Doomsday DLC, played the full story on stream, and before we continue with the video, I'd like to applaud Rockstar for the solid campaign. Now, tiny disclaimer, I won't show footage of the heists, so no spoilers there. I will just touch upon them, but I have nothing massive that you haven't seen in the trailer. In a way, this is a step in the right direction, but in another way, it showed that their recent business practices have not changed. Let's begin. So this video will be all about the things that is wrong with the Doomsday Heist DLC. From vehicles, to missions, to weapons, to money and payouts, we cover it all. Now to set the tone for this video, I'd like to give you, person who's watching, a challenge. If you succeed, $10 Amazon gift card for you. I've got only one, so make it count. Just make sure to follow me on Twitter so that I can hit you up in the DMs. Link in the description down below. So one of the things that is wrong with the Barrage, the vehicle is so incredibly useless that I want to put $10 on the table right here for you if you can name me one situation where this vehicle would actually be useful in GTA Online Freemode. Missions, whatever you can think of, best answer wins. And no, you don't have to leave a like or subscribe to enter this giveaway, although it is appreciated. But in the end, I just really want to know, what is this vehicle good at? Am I missing something here? So before we go over a few of the obvious things, let me explain this video real quick. We'll be talking about 4 things. 1, the heist. 2, weapons. 3, vehicles. 4, money and payouts. Let's begin. Rockstar promoted this as a 2 to 4 person heisting experience. However, this is not the case. As you will find out if you start the prep missions with 3 people, you'll get quite a tedious job. For instance, if you start the prep mission where you have to collect the Deluxos in Freemode from that garage, you'll find out that there's 4 Deluxos instead of 3. You and your crew are gonna have to make the dangerous trip to Los Santos in Freemode not once, but twice. Not only are these missions quite boring, mostly because you'll have to drive for ages, but the chance of getting orbital cannoned or oppressored or deluxoed or whatever just got doubled. It happens on multiple occasions when you clearly saw that the prep mission was indeed designed for 4 people and not for 2 and not for 3, and it just didn't work out at all. Second of all, the majority, well, I can say near enough every one of the setups were actually really cool. However, there were 2 of them that were literally nearly dozed off. This has to do with poor mission design and the fact that I played it with 1 friend instead of a full squad. I am obviously talking about the prep mission where you have to put out fires and collect hard drives, and the stupid barrage mission where you have to destroy the enemy choppers. With 4 people, I can imagine at least the putting out fires mission will make it go slightly faster, but it was a boring mission all around since in both missions there wasn't a real sense of danger or excitement. But in Rockstar's defense, the rest of the setup missions were actually really good, so fair play. The whole reason I'm mentioning this is because I really want to hear if I'm the only one thinking this about these 2 missions. Next up, AGL. Gypsy covered this in his video as well. AGL is artificial game lengtheners. To explain this very easily, you'd have to drive for centuries to actually enjoy the gameplay. With no way of getting from point A to B fast, this is the most tedious thing, which drags you straight out of the heisting experience. The last one in the heisting department are the Freemode prep missions. Now this is quite obvious. The prep missions play out in Freemode, and Freemode is a dangerous place. That's why the prep missions are there in Freemode. Because after the 5th time you'd get orbital cannoned trying to complete them, you could just buy yourself straight into the setup mission. When I first saw that, I thought like, what the actual Rockstar? Really? You actually know these prep missions can be an absolute pain in the dick in Freemode, so are you monetizing our suffering? Nice. Now again, I don't want to be a negative penis about this entire DLC, because I actually did enjoy the story in the final heist. Actually, I would go as far as to say that the final heist was actually the most fun I had in GTA Online since it came out. It was exciting, difficult, well designed, and to me, the best heist in the game. So congratulations, I guess. I wish the rest of the above was not there though. Let's move on to the weapon segment of the video. First, the obvious. The orbital cannon. The orbital cannon is the ultimate griefing tool, and I don't have to explain myself here. See that guy? Enjoying his day, trying to get to the beautiful car, and he's dead. So that was quite a harmless example. Where things get really annoying is when people are moving products or crates and trying to do prep missions, or having a lovely commies, like, come on. Next up, the Mach II Revolver. Now, that Saints fan made a fantastic video testing the Mark II Revolver with hollow point rounds, and you can clearly see it was powerful. Link to his video will be in the description down below. No, I'm kidding! I know that he stole that from GTA, man. Calm your goddamn titties in the comments. But that clearly shows that Rockstar has no interest in balancing the game no more. Besides the immensely overpowered arsenal of vehicles, we now have the nail in the coffin for man-to-man combat as well. And Dirty Workout's not gonna be best pleased when a free aim assisted player walks around in free aim with this Mark II Revolver, because it will drop him every single time. Now the rest of the weapons are pretty much sort of less balanced, although the shotgun is right up there as well. With explosive rounds, this thing is incredibly powerful as well. But the flip side is the explosive rounds are actually quite useful in the later heists as well. So I'm kind of giving the explosive shotgun a free pass here. Next up, the strike team. It can be used as a weapon inside your facility, but it's the most pointless and inconsistent thing that you can spend money on. If the enemy is driving around, you can wait for hours, and if they stand still for a little bit, sometimes they don't show up either. And as a cherry on the goddamn pie, whenever they don't show up, you'll lose your money regardless. Come on, Rockstar! What the hell? Wait, they actually killed someone? Either way, don't spend money on this facility feature. Now let's talk about the vehicles. First up, the jetpack. So I don't have an enormous issue with it at all. It's a fun thing, I get that. It's not supposed to be a killing machine or overpowered or armored up out of its mind, so I kind of wish it wasn't trying to be with the potential rocket upgrades. Like, not everything has to be militarized. That's all I'm saying about it. So I don't really mind the crazy vehicles that have been added, like the Deluxo or the Stromberg. They aren't really great vehicles or particularly excel at anything, except for one can hover and fly, the other one can go on the water. But it's fair. I don't care for them. Those are actually fun vehicles, even to have and to do fun stuff with, so fair play. On the other hand, you have vehicles like the Barrage. Slow, requires 2 people to even shoot, can't shoot while moving, and I get all of that as well. I know you need to deploy it in order to fire, but come on, be honest there. That doesn't mean it's a good or fun vehicle. The Barrage is so shit, so useless that it should not have been even available for purchase. Next up, the Avenger. Now, in case you haven't seen my review, click the eye in the sky for that. The vehicle is so incredibly fun, but it's so overpowered as well. Get in this thing with 3 of your mates and you will be actually an unstoppable force. Like, what the hell? It's armored up, it has got explosive rounds coming from everywhere. It's actually ridiculous. Besides potentially messing over Freemode altogether, it is a fun vehicle to fly around in. And I actually do mean that. Overpowered can't mean it's not fun. Now the Volatile. It's shit, it's slow, it has bombs, loads of bombs, but it's slow and shit. And another one of those situations where this vehicle, which should have not even be available for purchase. So for $2.8 million, you can fly around in a load of bullshit. Now let's talk money. So this is a topic that a lot of YouTubers like Gypsy, Bruffy, a lot of people have already covered. I've covered it in the past as well. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this to stretch this video out unnecessarily. So first up, paywalls. Simply put, if you're a new player or casual player who doesn't have the latter goodies like bunkers or MOCs, you're going to have a bad time because you're going to have to buy and upgrade. Because if you'd like to buy and upgrade the Deluxo, you'd need a facility, you need an MOC, and a whole lot of money. Same goes for the Mark II Revolver. Get the bunker, facility, MOC, workshop. It's just costing a shit ton of money to get around in this game, and it's all locked behind slight paywalls. Second up, Orbital Cannon again. 900,000 to put in your facility, and to me, it could have at least have a small disclaimer that would cost you a shit ton of money to fire. I wouldn't have spent $900,000 of Foxy's billions upon billions of dollars in his account if I knew, and who am I kidding? I'd probably find that thing the most out of all people in GTA Online. Payouts. I was surprised about the payouts for heists, because in all, it's incredibly hard. The final heist is way harder than the pack standard. Pack standard on normal came out at a maximum of 1 million, and of course it could go down a little bit, but the new Doomsday heist, 1.2 million on normal? And it actually is so much harder. But, and this is a big but, and I cannot lie, the last heist is really, really good. Fine, it might be tedious, it might be a grind, and surviving is definitely not guaranteed, but goddamn is this heist intense. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this was it for my list of things that are wrong with the Doomsday Heist DLC. If you agree or have anything to add to the list, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below and subscribe if you're new. Ayo, peace out, my lovely dudes.